Yeah.
Yeah, this episode is called Metamorphosis, and it th- it's doing a good job of sequencing episode after episode. I know with a lot of these dramatic series, they like to, okay, let's go to scenario B now.
Hmm.
And maybe we'll get that, but they would do that shit with the Breaking Bad. They would do it with Walking Dead. They do it. It became a thing where it's like, how do we focus on a lot of characters and let's make. I'm expecting like, here's the Timothy Oliphant episode, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But no, it's all playing out like one long film, and
Which
it's
I
so.
like. I mean,
Yeah, I don't want
yeah.
to. It's all connecting together. The first two episodes were really really good. This episode was a lot of fun as well, and it basically just it's giving us a little bit more as far as we have the boy genius.
Hmm.
He's all obsessed now with the whale and Utani findings, like
Yep.
finders keepers, and I want those specimens. And you have a couple of people. You have, I don't know if that's like his mom, whoever that woman is that works with them. I think it's got to be like his mother. I don't really.
They haven't really talked about that, I believe. If we're wrong, tell us in the comments or
She
chat.
seems like it would be his mother, but whatever. That
Yeah.
one woman that works alongside him, she said it. Timothy Oliphant also said it. It's like we're like days away from launching life-changing tech, and you're fucking obsessed with what we found on this vessel. And it's going to be the end of them, because like I said, they don't talk about Prodigy or any in the alien universe. Oh, we've only ever known about Whale and Utani, so I think it's pretty obvious Whale and Utani is going to win this tech war. And whatever's going on right now with Boy Genius, this is going to be his undoing. It's just
Well, he just wants something that Weyland Yutani has, something
it's the
that they really
competitor.
care about. He's the competitor.
Oh well,
Yeah,
he's the young hotness, and Whalen Yutani's been around for years.
yeah.
Because we have our cyborg, which it wasn't until this episode that it clicked with me, because okay, he's actually part human, right?
Yes,
The
yes.
three techs are, there's 100% pure synthetic, that's Timothy Oliphant, just a
Hmm.
robot. There's what's his name, the black guy?
I'm looking it up. Keep talking.
The guy that works for Whalen Yutani, he is like part Terminator. He's part cyborg, used to be human. And when he calls up Whalen Yutani and he gets the Asian chick, who's now obviously not the original CEO that he knew, because he's been in hypersleep for 65 years.
Morrow.
Yeah, Morrow. It's established that he's now speaking to her granddaughter.
Mhm.
But when he was saying like, look, I'm bringing these things back because she wants the shit. You come back, you've done enough. Rest easy, soldiers. Like, no, this is my life's work. I don't have anybody anymore. Everybody's dead, blah, blah, blah. When she made that comment, well, you signed the contract. He's like, I'm not complaining. So that tells me he was somebody, yeah, he was a human, signed a contract to whatever, do some cybernetic initiative, whatever he did,
Mhm.
probably in the name of science. And yeah, and he's all hell bent on getting this shit back himself. I don't take it as necessarily him going rogue. I still think it's for the company, but he's like, no, I'm not abandoning this mission yet. But
He's
yeah,
probably the best character so far as Morrow. I like him the best.
but now that I have a clear understanding that he's half human, half
Mhm.
robot, like almost like built like the fucking $6 million man.
Yeah.
And then we have the 100% pure synthetics. And now we have the synthetics with I don't know, not the brain of a human. I don't even like the memory bank.
Mhm.
I don't even know. It's like emulated. I don't even know if they've really addressed it. Like, is it really them, or is it like something that emulated their memories, kind of like what they do in Blade Runner,
Mhm.
where they just implant fake memories into them. I don't know, but yeah. So it's more of that, and we have Morrow. He he comes across those the two kids. I can't get all their fucking lost boy names straight, but the other black guy who looks a lot like him, and the Indian guy,
You have Smee, and then you have
Toodles, and
Toodles. Yeah.
so
Kirsch.
they stumble across the
Oh,
eggs,
Kirsch's. Yeah. Okay.
and they stumble across Morrow, and this is where it gets interesting, because Morrow, he just assumes, oh, you're synthetics as well. um but they're kind of giving themselves away because they're acting like children. And then the Indian, when he says something stupid, he's like, he references having parents,
Mhm.
and which sends up his red flag, like, how could he have parents? And he's prying into him. He puts some kind of At first I was like, what is he tracking him? But no, he clearly put something into him, almost like like a bug. And
Yeah, it was some sort of like sticker on the back of his ear or
some
something.
kind
Yeah,
of bug, which is
yeah,
allowing him to communicate with him, patch into his network, which is
yeah.
actually, which is interesting. Yeah, he's proven to be a really, really cool character. And but basically, Timothy Oliphant and the Boy Genius, they've gotten, I think they said they got 5 different species,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
5 out of the ship. We obviously had the xenomorph, which was a cool scene, by the way. It's like
Mhm.
when it got killed by Wendy, and the whole brother thing was really neat. And I I'm actually surprised she was able to kill it with a knife, because they've always described it as having an armor on it. I mean, obviously
Yeah, that
it could be killed with bullets, like, like the pulse rifles, right?
mhm.
Pulse rifles and shit. And but that was like all future shit with the colonial marines and whatever. We've seen it get taken down, but and obviously it doesn't like heat. I just kind of always you've never seen one get killed with a knife, and I'm like, how did it get killed with a knife? But it did. And then she ended up getting taken out too. She was bleeding. I thought that was a really cool scene. I don't know what it did to her, but they had to bring her back and
Yeah, that was an
operate.
off-screen thing. But how did Hermit survive that spear from the xenomorph?
Oh, the
It
tail, the
yeah,
tail.
it doesn't make because it went like right through his stomach or right through his chest
Well, I don't know. Yeah, is it
because
possible
he's a
to have
human.
missed? Yeah, I don't know
So
if it missed every single vital organ, if that was even possible. I have no idea, but they were having me guessing on what was going on there for just a second, because they brought him in. Wendy was out of commission. They were kind of like saying, "Hey, are we going to be able to fix her?" And they're clearly trying to help her out. And Boy Genius has some weird infatuation with Wendy. I get it, because she was the first. It's
mhm.
almost supposed to be like a parent thing. Oh, it's my first child. But honestly, it seems a little fucking sexual. It seems kind of
Yeah, it
weird.
seems weird, dude. Yeah,
It seems weird,
especially that
especially
she's a child brain in her.
and especially with the girl that's trying to be her competition. Like, am I your favorite now? And that's clearly a child characteristic. They're probably seeing him as a father figure and sibling rivalry. You want to be the favorite. And she's being all weird. And it's like she's coming at it from a place of being a child. Like, I want to be dad's favorite. But he's all like, and we can come and play. Like, but he's acting fucking weird. I don't know.
I think that was Curly, I believe the girl's name, because you
Probably
had that one, and then you also had the redheaded girl,
the
which
Peter Pan or whatever,
what's her name? Nibs. So
Nibs. Yeah,
yeah,
whatever. She's got some fucking shit going on with her. She's having like PTSD or whatever. But anyway, so at the meantime, Wendy's out of commission, and they are researching the eggs. And Timothy Oliphant's already figured it out, just by they found the bodies and stuff like that.
mhm,
He puts it together. He tells the Boy Genius, get the fuck out of here. It's a parasite.
yeah.
Obviously you're a human. It'll get you. So he kicks him out, and, no one else is allowed in that lab other than synthetics, because they have no draw to synthetic, obviously. But at first I was like, what are they doing to Wendy's brother? I saw it. At first I'm thinking, are they going to like implant him? Are they going to use him as a guinea pig to create another one?
Yeah, I
No,
thought they were too.
close. They removed
Yeah.
a lung. I'm like, oh,
Mhm,
and yeah, they're just trying to test tube it.
mhm.
They got one of his fucking lungs, which God knows, man, was the other lung punctured by the alien? Like, how? I
That's
mean, why does he have any spare lungs? But
I don't know. That didn't make any sense. They gonna make him some sort of cyborg now or what?
it, well, that was one of the things that went through my brain too. Is like, okay, are they going to somehow do a Wendy on him? But he's not a kid. Why would they? What would they have to gain by doing anything with him? And
Yeah.
well, this seems more fitting. Like, we're just going to fucking use him,
Mhm.
And I thought it was really cool when we saw Timothy Oliphant's character splitting open the egg and piercing the fucking sack and all that stuff. I thought that was really cool. And
Mhm.
then just manhandling it and pulling out the actual alien embryo, the little
Yeah,
tadpole,
that was
because we've
cool.
we've never seen that, because
Mhm.
it just goes in and we see it gets impregnated. I didn't really think. I guess I never really understood that. Oh, it just needs a lung to thrive. I didn't know. Maybe that's all it takes. Maybe it just needs the oxygen and it breathes off the lung. I never really thought about the science of what it needed from a host. I thought maybe it fed off everything. I don't know, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the human and alien biology, whatever they're doing with that. That's going to be pretty interesting. But the special effects were great in this episode as well. It looked all practical to me. I mean, especially when they're doing a lot of the tests and everything on cutting open the eggs and
Yeah,
all the other aliens was really effective.
all that stuff looks great. There's been some people complaining after the first two episodes. There's a lot there. It's the fandom. Whenever there's anything with a hardcore fandom, you're gonna have people that piss and moan about every stupid thing.
Yeah,
And right now, the hardcore fandom is pissing and moaning about the way that the xenomorph looks. It looks too glossy.
I think he looks awesome.
It does look great, but they're saying he looks like a toy. He looks too glossy and shiny, like he looks plastic. I'm like, the xenomorph has always changed. It's
Yeah.
like Freddy, dude. There's like always differences and alterations made to it. But I think it's really grasping when you're complaining about how the what were they saying? They were saying, oh, they're making memes and stuff in the alien groups, basically saying it looks just like the fucking alien popcorn bucket. It's like glossy, like the plastic AMC popcorn bucket. I'm like, okay, it's
You can't please
insufferable.
all these people. Jesus, man. I don't get it. I think they look great.
No,
So
they look good. I'm all for it.
the thing is, Wendy, of course, she's now like what feeling the pain of the alien or hearing the aliens and all that. So she's
See, I
having
thought
a
she was.
bond. She's
I
creating a
thought
bond with the aliens.
I thought she was feeling that pain of her brother.
No, it was the alien.
Okay, so what's going on there?
I don't know. Something happened in that room that we didn't see that happened off screen where with the xenomorph, and now she's like probably going to start mothering the alien. I don't know.
So what do you? So she's got a special certain
Oh, it's going to
gift,
be a Ripley. Yeah.
but she's got a certain special gift, whether it's like psychic or she's got weird shit going on. But then the one girl, what you say, Curly, she's claiming to have certain gifts as far as certain smarts. I'm picking
Yeah.
up on friend, and I don't know what's going on with Nibs. I don't know what the fuck is. She's like having these weird visions. Are they all gonna have like gifts, or
Well, she's having visions is because that alien, the eyeball alien,
the
like
eyeball?
attached to her. So
Yeah.
now something's all fucked up with her. So we'll have to see. But yeah, she's seeing things now.
Anyway, how are you doing, Gory Tiger?
Hey, Gory Tiger.
Thanks for showing up. Have you been watching the show? So,
Yeah.
where do you see episode 4 going? Like, what's your prediction? I'm not saying we won't eventually have a what's it called, fly episode of Breaking Bad, where it's like this offshoot episode. I hope we don't. Um, I didn't know if this is a limited series or not, but I guess it is intended to carry on and have multiple seasons. I think that's fucking ambitious. Um, I don't want them to drag it on too long. I mean, how much story could we really, if this takes place, what, the year before Alien, how much story could we really have? But I mean, but whatever.
Well, like I said last week, I mean, it's only two corporations so far, so we'll see what happens. I mean, because I don't. I mean, do you really see the this corporation lasting after the season?
Oh, the
The
Prodigy.
Prodigy, yeah.
No, well, I
I
don't know
mean,
if maybe, yeah, there's got to be, if even if it's going to go on multiple seasons, yeah, there's got to be a big ending for somebody or something in
because
each
Wayland
season.
Utani will probably end up stealing their tech with the synthetics, the new synthetics or something.
But
And that's would be my guess.
we've never, well, I was kind of predicting that. I was predicting that Prodigy was, of course, going to go down,
Yeah.
and obviously them getting greedy and putting their nose into this Whalen Utani business. It's obviously going to turn into a massacre, and they're all going to fucking get toast. And but I kind of felt like maybe their tech dies with it, because we never in the series, if they're trying to keep it consistent with somewhat consistent with the franchise, they've never brought up this technology in the Alien movies, like putting
Yeah.
someone's brain in, whatever, because in the future movies we have synthetics.
Hmm.
We don't even have cyborgs, so I don't know where that's coming from. So I don't know if that just becomes out. I could see why that would be outdated. It's like, why would you keep sacrificing humans to be, turn into robots and have all the flaws of a man? when you could have a total synthetic that's loyal and just programmed, like a bishop or
Yeah,
whatever.
and that's why I think Kirsch is going to survive this whole thing, and he's probably going to go to the Weyland-Yutani or something like that.
Is that Timothy Oliphant?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because so Timothy Oliphant, for all we know, is a much newer model than black guy. What's his name? I can't get the name straight.
Morrow?
Morrow, because Morrow's been in hypersleep for
He's
60.
he's a cyborg.
I know,
Yeah.
but like I've said though, in the future, in the series, when we have the movies and stuff, all we have are synthetics, like Timothy Oliphant. So I'm just assuming that cyborgs went out of date. Like
Yeah,
they didn't.
yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
Because Morrow has been in hypersleep for 65 years. Obviously he's fucking 40 something years old before that, but let's assume 65 years ago is when they launched this program, and that's how old it was.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant, he could have been created 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so, but clearly cyborgs are no more in the future of the timeline. And yeah, I don't think the Prodigy thing, it's not that it doesn't take off. I feel like it all gets wiped out somehow. But yeah, that's a good point. Maybe Timothy Oliphant goes and works for Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah, because I couldn't see Boy Genius, Boy Cavalier, surviving all this. I mean, he's just setting himself up for failure.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put it past him to fucking do him in when he was like looking into the egg.
Oh yeah,
that was a cool scene. The cool like spike, like done, like get okay out of here.
And this had a good mixture of story. It had xenomorph in the beginning, and the whole test lab scene was cool too. Overall, I thought it was a really solid episode.
Well,
I don't think it was amazing, but I thought it was really solid.
I'm
glad they didn't, like you said earlier, I'm glad they didn't break it off into a different story of one character, that sort of thing, because I don't care about that shit right now.
All they could really do at this point, as far as splitting it off, is giving us a day in the life of Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's the only scenario we have that's doing something else. Which, first of all, I thought this episode was just as good as the last one.
I do too. Yeah,
I thought it was really good. I think it's proven to be very consistent. And one thing I also like too is in the alien lore, we've always heard about Weyland-Yutani, Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah.
And as far as them portraying the head of the company, it's always been Weyland. So it's always made you think, where's Yutani? It's interesting that they've introduced a Japanese family, right? Because the woman she's Yutani. So I'm like, oh, was there a marriage or a partnership? But finally we have the Yutani part of the name, the Japanese, because we've only ever known. But it's interesting what happens there though, because it would be interesting if in this series it was just Yutani. Like, okay, well, something's going to happen with a whale, but no, they're called Weyland-Yutani. And Prometheus, it's confusing because I don't know what they're going to acknowledge as canon and what they are not. And it's always confusing with the Alien series. But this is before Alien, but it doesn't. I know Prometheus and Alien Covenant predate it in the timeline. Yeah, so it would be Prometheus, Alien Covenant, this Alien Romulus. So in Prometheus, they have Guy Pearce plays the Weyland. He plays the guy. Remember, he's like in the old man fucking shit, and he's obsessed with like mortality, immortality, and seeking out what they know is out there on that planet. So I'm just wondering, where the fuck is this Yutani coming in from? Like, why is it now the Asian women? And she even said, oh, you're used to my grandma. Because when he called in, he's like, because he was out for 65 years. I'd have to look at the timelines again, like when Prometheus was, but technically even her grandmother could have was probably existing after Prometheus. I just want to know at what point it went from a Weyland to a Yutani. And also after this, it goes back to Weyland, because Bishop and Aliens, you obviously don't see anybody they only reference the company in Alien, and they only reference the company in the second movie. In the third movie, it's revealed that Bishop was modeled after the head of Weyland-Yutani, which is Lance Henriksen, and he's the Weyland. the guy, and he also does this shit again in AVP. Not that AVP is a good movie, but Lance Henriksen is also in Alien versus Predator, if you remember that.
Mhm.
Also playing a descendant of Weyland Yutani, a different guy, but it's the same bloodline and it's the same actor or whatever. Yeah, so that part's confusing me. Like, why is the ownership changing? I don't know. It's confusing. Maybe they were married. Maybe maybe they were business partners. Maybe they were married and fucking uh the old guard died, a woman took over, maybe she had a baby, a Japanese woman had a baby that looked like Lance Henriksen. I don't fucking know. I'm really lost on all that stuff, but I don't know. There's gonna be something in this that's not gonna make there's no way, because the Alien series is so fractured as far as the timeline shit and what they've done. But
One thing that I didn't understand about this episode, it was kind of a throwaway scene where Slightly and was it Smee were sitting in that room, and then that Adam Enos or whatever comes in, the bald guy, and was just asking him questions. I'm like, where is he going with this? And then he just kind of leaves the room and
oh
cut
yeah,
that scene. It just, I don't know if that was filler or what, but it really didn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't really know who that bald guy is.
we don't know. We don't really know who he is, but at first I was like, well, I like when he said, oh, we pulled it on your eye cameras or whatever, and they
Yeah.
found out it's like, oh yeah, we're watching everything you see,
Hmm.
and they're like, we don't really like that, and which is cool because I think it just adds another layer to the whole discussion of human rights, but are they human or whatever? Like, what are they?
Yeah.
Because clearly they feel violated. Like,
Hmm.
oh, you can see everything we see and what we talk about or whatever. And I know when they were selling them on the program, they were pouring sugar on it, like, no, you're gonna have a body that won't die, you're
Hmm.
human over here, but clearly behind the scenes, like, they're fucking robots,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
nobody.
Hmm.
And it was interesting because I feel like this guy was the first taste of that honesty that they've been shown directly, not behind their backs, right? Oh no, we're watching everything you do.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought for a second he was probing them, like, you blabbed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we're watching, like, like the one thing I didn't get is what he said at the end, and he's like, when is a machine not a machine?
Hmm.
And I felt like I didn't know if he was trying to intimidate him, like, like he's almost like mafia tactics. Like, I thought they're gonna do him in, because why would you trust a fucking kid to keep a secret? This stuff's top secret,
Unless he thought that guy was bugged or something, so he just wanted to double check and make sure he wasn't. I don't know. It's kind of a scene that's just weird to me.
I
But
think it'll end up making sense. Well, obviously they're going to do more with whatever Toodles or whatever his name is, whatever it is, the
yeah,
Indian guy. They're going to do more with him. We're going to do more
slightly.
with Morrow, and Morrow's relationship with him is getting cool because he's obviously kind of trying to manipulate him.
Yeah.
And yeah, you kind of feel bad for these kids because they're just at first they're like, oh yeah, we're not dying, we're superhuman or whatever, great. And
Mhm.
now it's like, oh, you're intruding in my thoughts and all this shit like that. You can see what I see. um I don't know. I think there's going to be like two different guards of these. You're going to have you're going to have the Wendy and you're going to have the Curly, who are going to be the Curly chick almost seems like she's going to try and have ulterior motives,
Yeah, yeah.
too good
Mhm.
for her own britches or whatever. And
Mhm.
then you have these other two that are Smee. They're just like kids. They're fucking
Yeah.
like literally, oh, what's up, bro? Oh shit. They're acting like stupid kids. I feel like they're not long for this world.
They I mean, that might be how kids act, which I think it is, but it gets kind of mind numbing a little bit watching
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well, I don't think they're really nailing it. I don't think they ever can. It's like, hey, act like a kid. No one can pull it
Yeah,
off. An
yeah.
adult can't. And there's certain.
Well, no, Tom Hanks pulled it off in Big.
Well, I was thinking about Big too. No, I was thinking about Big when I said it. I'm like, I guess Tom Hanks did it pretty
Yeah.
well. But the problem
Robin
is
Williams and Jack.
he just acted like a fucking retard Robin Williams. You know what I mean? That's what he acted like. He was doing the fucking stupid
Fart in the
voice and shit.
can, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I whatever. I think more or less though is applicable what I'm saying. I will say though, my only gripe is these kids are like how old? Like he didn't. We
They
just
gotta
kind of
be
saw.
teenagers. Yeah.
No, I mean they
Like
could be anywhere from they look
10, 10, 12.
yeah 10,
Yeah.
10 to 12.
Yeah.
And sometimes they were throwing me off with their age. Like sometimes like their playfulness, like, was I acting that stupid when I was 11?
I was thinking the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
like you're acting a little too like kiddie. But then sometimes they were like, "Oh man, that fucking set was shit, bro. Man, it scared the shit out of me, bro." I'm like, what age?
They do act like that. The
Like, are
kids,
you?
yeah.
But are you 12 or are you fucking 5?
Yeah.
It's like they
Yeah.
were jumping around the place a little bit.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
I
just think
agree.
that's the imperfection of being able to nail it in the writing and stuff like that. As long as they're not all like it, because they're not. Because
No,
because
no,
because
no.
Curly is she almost is acting like way too comfortable in her skin. You know, she has no problem with it. Like, is this where you created us? Does that bother you? No. And
Then you have Toodles, which we haven't really got a whole lot of Toodles yet. And then Nibs. Nibs, of course, is what we just talked about. I mean, she got taken over by the eyeball.
but I think it's interesting with Curly because, like I said, she's almost walking around like she is an adult. She's embodying it, but but the truth reveals itself because everything's going good. She sounds almost like, "Hey, I'm out for your job," or I'm getting. But then she says, "Am I your new favorite now?" And like, oh, she's still a kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's nailing it. I like the way
She
she's
is doing
acting.
good. Yeah,
I think the way
absolutely.
she's acting is perfect. Where it's like, "Hey, but she just lets those little kid things out a little bit. Like, am I your favorite?"
Yeah.
And
She's not hamming it up. Yeah.
but that's okay. I'll take the two dumb kids or
Mhm.
whatever. I mean, it's just balancing
They're
out.
probably just younger. Yeah.
Yeah, Ishmael, damn, it's very cool that we have a thing like this to all rally behind. Yeah, that's why we wanted to talk about it every week, because how
Yeah.
often do we get a show like this about a franchise that a lot of people are into and that I'm especially into? And I know we're going to have it with Crystal Lake as well. But yeah, I mean, I dig it, man. That's the whole point of doing these, because to build some relationships, talk to some new people. And let's face it, I'm not I don't think everybody that already subscribes to us is watching this show when we're watching it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a good way to also get some new people, right, that are going to find us because of it.
And I had zero expectations going into the show, and the first 3 episodes, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's got a really, really cool balance. And they have this they're keeping the theme going. We're going to end every episode with a rock song. This one ends with Metallica. This one what's it called? Wherever My Roam.
Yeah.
Which it's fine. It's still a little weird to me.
I like it. It gives you something to look forward to at the end.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, like, I like all these songs. It's just still a little I got to get used to it, because you would have never heard Tool or Black Sabbath with Dio or Metallica in an Alien movie. They're not
Well, they're trying to Disney's trying to glom off the Stranger Things type of thing. Like they threw music in there, didn't they, with metal music and all that stuff, Stranger Things.
Yeah,
so they're trying to do that. So
because the Alien films never had an OST. They had a score. They didn't have like buy the original soundtrack on Fox Hollywood Records with Sugar Ray and fucking these hit singles. They never did that.
Biscuit, yeah.
It was just a score, which I love that, and so it's just a little weird, but whatever. It was Fargo like that. Did Fargo end with a?
I don't remember that. I don't remember the ending.
It just reminds me of it. It just reminds me of an FX show, because The Bear does it. All these shows on FX where they have like a song, like they'll end with like an Eddie Vedder song or an REM song.
But that's fine, because it's a TV show. It's not a movie.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. It doesn't bother me. It is kind of cool, and my wife likes it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because she knows all these songs now because I listen to them all the damn time. It was so funny. I had a proud husband moment, because I was listening to Pantera in here or whatever, and she was like, "Oh yeah, so when is that show, by the way?" I'm like, "What do you mean? You know who this is?" Because she knows I got tickets to Pantera.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know his voice now. Like, because for a while it was like she doesn't. It all sounds the same, like the Cookie Monster, whatever it is, or whatever. But no, she's starting to recognize, like, she knows Phil's voice, so she might not know all the songs, and she might not know like, oh, what this song is, but she's like, I know that voice, and I know that's Pantera.
So that makes you the Charlie Conway in the marriage. You love
Uh
Pantera? I love Pantera.
oh, Charlie Conway. I don't know why I was thinking of Tim Conway. I was thinking of Tim Conway or Conway Twitty. One of the
Which I just watched Mighty Ducks 3 not too long ago. So yeah, I always think of you when I hear that or see that scene.
you love Pantera. She's like, I like Pantera.
Yeah,
Like whatever, dude. That
yeah,
stuck up fucking prissy Ivy
yeah.
League bitch, dude. Yeah, right.
I know.
So anyway, hey, back to Aliens. So what's your predictions for episode 4? What do you think is gonna happen in episode 4? Given where we left off with this one, what do you think unfolds?
It's kind of hard to tell. Of course, Morrow. I don't know if he's going to make it to
I feel
the
like
lab or anything.
I feel like
Break him out.
Morrow is in this for the long haul as far as like he
Yeah.
ain't getting killed. I think
No,
he's
I
in
don't
it.
think he is either.
I think you're right. I think the boy genius will die.
Yeah.
You're right. I think he might not even make it to he might be the big end at the season. He dies and
Boy Genius dies. Kirsch will probably take over or something, and then
that's a good point.
Or else Kirsch will join forces with Morrow at the very end. I don't know, but yeah, I think Morrow's there. I think he gets to the lab. I don't know if he breaks out the aliens, but somehow the aliens get out. Or no, I think that Wendy is going to actually let the aliens out somehow. If they're connecting with her, the aliens, I think somehow she'll get them out or break them out, and all hell will break loose.
Hey, what's up, Darth Gorokorn? You saw the Alien Earth trailer, I take it?
Mm.
Well, we're watching the series in real time. So right
Yep.
now we're discussing episode 3, which just got done premiering like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. And so yeah, I don't know if you're on Twitch, but yeah, last week we did the recap of episode 1 and 2. They dropped simultaneously. But yeah, we're going to do this every week while the series is going on. So every Tuesday we're going to talk about the newest episodes. And no, it's a series, man. And it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is going to happen with the brother? Are they going to keep him alive? Do you think there's anything nefarious, or do you think they're just using him for the lung and they're going to keep him alive? Or do you think they're going to keep what are they going to do with him? What are their designs with the brother?
I was thinking they're going to make him some sort of cyborg or something, or I mean, they're obviously going to lobotomize him. I mean,
they're not just going to let his character stop there.
No,
just kind of go out off screen in a coma. He's going to be around. Or does he wait? Because he got hurt, man. Like,
maybe, yeah, he should have died. He should be dead now.
Life support. Maybe it's not nefarious. Maybe in episode 4, obviously his sister's gonna try and get to him as well.
Yeah,
they might justify it in a positive way. It's like he was dead. We're keeping him on life support. We took his lung because it's no good anymore anyway, because he's pretty much wrecked from here down. And yeah, maybe it's like we gotta fix him another way. We might as well save that organ because he's not going to use it anymore. Maybe it was like one of those things where, hey, it's going to help everything, but
either that or they're going to tell Wendy he's dead, he died, and they're just going to use him as experiments, and they're just going to like cut every organ out of him and off him and feed it to the alien tadpole.
Yeah, I mean, I it was cool seeing that tadpole.
It was cool, man. Yeah.
So I think you gave the first couple episodes an 8. So what do you give this one?
I would give this an 8 as well. It's been an 8 across the board. Like you said, I want to say I like this one better than the last episode, even though I liked the last episode. Just because I don't know. I thought the whole lab and experiment portion was really cool, and I don't know, the effects were cool, and yeah, I'm very interested where this is going now. So yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Boy Genius gives me fucking JP Grandma's Boy vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I keep thinking like adios turd nuggets. But hey, Darth Gorokorn, honestly, can we just get a show where it's just a male action hero again? To be honest, I'm kind of tired of men needing a woman's help in movies and shows at the moment. Well, so you haven't watched this yet, I can tell, and that's cool. But there is no real star of this.
No.
It's not. And so Wendy is the girl, and she's kind of been poster boarded as being, she is a lead in the show, but
yeah,
she's just like it's like an ensemble. We don't even really know if there is anybody that could be considered the protagonist, I guess it would be Wendy, because
She's
nobody,
the Ripley knockoff, but she's not that. She's not Ripley at
but
all.
she's not Ripley at all. She's a
Yeah,
kid. There's
yeah,
nothing Ripley about her.
yeah.
But there is no other protagonist because Timothy Oliphant, Boy Genius, they're just one company after something. They're neutral or they're an antagonist, and you have it's almost like
And then you
there's
have
no.
Morrow working for Utani, but he's trying to save or bring the alien specimens back to Utani, so he's not a protagonist per
I
se.
I
So
feel like it's just everybody with their own interests at this point.
yeah,
But if anybody could be considered an innocent and a good guy, it's Wendy and her brother, I guess. But
I
it's not.
I hope they don't give us a protagonist. I hope they just keep going on this path of, just liking a lot of these characters and not having to, you know,
Because if anything, even though there's sentient beings, but they're just primitive. You could consider the aliens. At the end of the day, the aliens are going to rip ass and they're going to tear
mhm,
everybody up, but they're just animal. They're just beasts doing what they do. They're doing what they're designed to do. And but yeah, I don't know. I don't really think there's any direct protagonist antagonist at this point.
not
And
yet.
but Aliens always had a woman at the
Mhm.
at the
Yeah.
headline,
Mhm.
even in 1979. So that's kind of always been a thing. So Ripley gets a pass, just like Sarah Connor gets a pass,
Yep.
because they were headlining these action movies when men were headlining the action movies. So when we had Total Recall and all that shit, we had Alien, and we had fucking Stallone and Rambo, and we had Sarah Connor wasn't really a hero. She was more of a final girl in Terminator 1. And
Ripley's the hero. Yeah.
yeah, she's the badass, but Sarah Connor became the action hero in 2. Wouldn't you agree she was just kind of like a final girl in the first Terminator?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just running away
Mhm.
and she happens to survive.
Mhm.
Whatever, but let's see. Not even just talking about that, but if they can swap up James Bond, they can do a swap in the alien world also, to be honest. Are they swapping up they're not swapping up James Bond. I
I
think they
don't
just
know. I think there's rumors or something. Maybe I
I
don't know.
think they came out and said, I know Amazon bought it and they own it. I don't know if it was I thought it was somebody with Amazon. I thought somebody put that to rest because they were talking about they were talking about not gender, but they were talking about like I remember Idris Elba was in the running at one point, and he's black and people were losing their shit over it. And but I think somebody extinguished that fire right away, like recently, saying James Bond is a man, he's always going to be a man. I think we're kind of getting over the gender swap shit because nobody's buying into the woke nonsense anymore. And I mean, look at the Sydney Sweeney, the ad
Oh
campaign.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just they're doubling down. And you know what? I'm not giving. I mean, I'm glad these companies are doing that. It's American Eagle, right? But I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not giving them that much credit because because they got a little bit of flack by the little bit of those fucking people that are still around trying to cause trouble about it when no one cares about it anymore.
Nobody gives a shit.
But then like American Eagle doubled down on it with another like post or ad or whatever that just basically doubled down on their hurt feelings. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're enjoying this media coverage right now and they look really good in the public eye, but I'm like, it's really easy to double down on something is not hip anymore. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like where were you guys? It really would have been brave if you guys would have did this 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. 5 years ago. Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
like now they're dunking on people and everybody's like, "Oh, burn!" I'm like, "What? No, they're fucking just cashing in on your fucking feelings, just
We've been
like they
saying
were."
this shit for the past 10 years, and
It's a company. They're
yeah.
cashing in on the hive minds feelings, just like they were two and
Yeah.
three, 4 years ago. And it's not a W it's not a dunk when most of the room
Everybody agrees with you.
agrees
Yeah.
with you. And
Yeah.
that's the same shit we were giving people 5 years ago.
Mhm.
When you were virtue signaling and all this stuff, it's like this
Yeah.
isn't brave. You're saying what is safe. And but I'm glad it's still happening regardless. And then I read that I don't know if it's been announced, but it was through a credible source. The reports that Sydney Sweeney might even be the new spokesperson for Bud Light, which talk about backpedaling. because
Oh yeah,
Bud
yeah, yeah.
Light fucking
Mhm.
really ate the shit when so I don't know, man. The businesses are gonna business, they're gonna make their money. I'm just glad the culture is going back. But with that said, I'm okay with women being in action movies because it's obviously been done very well. What I don't like is when they have Terminator Dark Fate the way they do it there.
Hmm.
That's not the same. Like when they had Sarah Connor and T2 and whatnot, or Ellen Ripley, they worked because they were great characters.
Mhm.
They were written very well. They were great performances. And then when you have like Terminator Dark Fate and what they were fucking doing, all this she-man woman man-hating club stuff, that was not it. That's not the same. That's terrible writing. We wrote the whole movie as I was watching it, like, oh, watch, the ending's going to be, oh, you're not carrying the son of man that's going to save mankind. You are the savior of mankind. It's not your womb, because the mankind doesn't need a man to save him. I literally said that to Eva when we were watching it, and sure enough, that was the fucking end. Like, god
Mm.
dang, this fucking girl power bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's just different. But anyway,
You know what who they should cast for James Bond? Because they were talking about casting a African American black guy, Jaleel White, dude,
Jalil.
Stefan.
Oh yeah, he proved it. He's like, you don't even have to come in for a screen test.
No,
We see you're capable of it. We watched your many episodes of Stefan Urkel, and that is exactly what us and the team are looking for.
shake me, wake me, and break me, but baby, don't forsake me.
How would you do a Stefan rhyme about his shaken, not stirred? Like for his martini. But don't shake. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I could have. All I know is same thing with them, Amazon or MGM, because they're all one and the same now. Them putting out the fires saying James Bond has always been a man. We're not going to change that. Please refer to my statements with American Eagle,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because it's so easy
yeah.
for them to say that now, because it's in their favor to do so, because that's where the good business would be. At this point in 2025, it would hurt them to do like a weird gender swap now.
Mm.
And they would have been singing a different tune 5 years ago. They would have been like, well, maybe the world's ready for a woman James Bond. Maybe it's about time we made something for them.
Well, they can go ahead and do it, but it's gonna flop. So,
But anyway, what's that? Can you imagine the American Eagle jeans ad if it was Kevin Spacey in it?
oh, gee.
I like the thing
He
about
probably have the zipper in the back.
the Sydney Sweeney thing is, it's a jab at like the body positivity. Like, we don't need fucking Lizzo in jeans anymore.
Yeah.
And it's
No,
so
it's true.
it's so
Absolutely.
it look, I think the people behind these marketing, they all know it's fucking stupid. They
Yeah.
all knew it was stupid to put fucking obese people in fucking bikinis.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you have to be perfect and airbrushed,
No.
but let's not try and act like looking like Lizzo is ideal,
No.
because these same people that are trying to tell you that Lizzo was beautiful for 5 years, they're also now trying to sell you on Ozempic being hip. They're all on
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
Ozempic.
Yeah.
So which is it? They want your money from this. Now they want your money from this. It's just a rinse repeat cycle of bullshit. And the people that are marketing it, they probably, most of them are probably like, yeah, we know those fat bitches are fucking it's disgusting. We didn't want, but we're just going where the money is. You know what I
You
mean?
can't lie to people. You want people to be healthy. I mean,
Since
like,
the
I'm
dog,
overweight. I go back to the gym. I'm fine with being overweight, but I'm trying to fix
look,
it. So
for some reason, for a few years there, I don't think Big was beautiful and all this stuff. I think they were trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes and try and gaslight into people into thinking that, hey, we want body positivity. This is beautiful. All right. I think that was fake, but let's say it was legit. Okay. You have this many years where this was the standard of what sold, versus a lifetime before it of where sex sold.
yeah, yeah.
You think marketers and businesses are gonna like really fucking turn on a dime? They know what's up.
Sex always sells, man.
They were waiting for the tides to turn.
Yeah,
They were just going along with it. It's just like, oh God, it's Pride Month. Put the rainbow fucking shit emoji on our fucking socials. We got to do it. But I guarantee you, it's gonna stop. If it already didn't this year, if there was probably some companies that probably didn't even do it this year. I know there was companies that did it, like the whole Pride social thing. But there was probably some that stopped. And yeah, because why would they? Even if they believe in it,
Yeah.
which I'm not saying maybe they all totally believe in those kind of rights, and that's fine. But no business wants to alienate any of their market.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, if they all found out, oh, you mean we don't have to fucking we don't have to fucking keep up with the Joneses and put the fucking rainbows up for a whole month everywhere, and we won't there will be no backlash for it, they would probably choose to be neutral.
Yeah,
just like everybody.
And that's what they should do. Leave everybody alone. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just leave everybody alone.
It's just like bands, dude. I love it when bands are like, we don't talk politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fucking whatever. I mean, if you want to be Eddie Vedder, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't spread whatever message you want with your music. It's art, but I much prefer the James Hetfield school of thought of let's not talk about it. Yeah. It's like anyway, thank you guys. Hopefully you guys are gonna show up next week. We're gonna do episode 4, and the show's, I think, only gonna get better. I'm really
real quick, you didn't give me your score yet.
Oh, I'm saying it's at least an 8. Okay. I think I'm really enjoying it. I'm always gonna have a little bit of that alien bias.
No, I hear you.
And because me, I like Resurrection. I have a tolerance. Mm-hmm. My palate is evolved from all you normies with the alien. I can digest all sorts of shit now. But no, I think it's really good. I am trying to look at it like a TV show. I'm not like you said with the music and stuff like that. I'm trying to be like, hey, it's a series. Mm-hmm. And I'm liking it. I even like Timothy Olyphant. I don't. You hate him, but I'm like,
I hate him, but I don't mind him in this. Yeah, and I think he's a solid actor in this.
Now I can't not see John Bon Jovi, and you're not the only. I saw other people saying that online too.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I saw somebody else like, holy shit, and like groups and stuff. And I'm like, they're doing side by sides. I'm like, it is old Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
But John Bon Oldie, no, the white hair
or the white hair, whatever it is.
He wishes it was blonde,
platinum.
Anyway, but yeah, guys, if you guys dig what you see and you're new to the channel, please like this video. Please drop us a comment. Let us know what you think of the show so far. And if you're new, check out the channel because we got tons of stuff. It's not just this stuff. This is kind of a special occasion because the show is a new thing and we're hyped on it. But if you like film commentaries, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those. Podcasts, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those. Interviews, squillions of those. We've been around for 14 years, I think. Yeah, 14 years. There is a plethora, a treasure trove for you guys to crack open and explore.
And if you like these live streams, we're doing another one tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what we're doing.
About the new
Turtles.
Yeah, I was going to say Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
no,
the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on for them to deliver on that Mortal Kombat teasing because I know what's happening, and I hope it gets announced sooner than later because this is the 30th anniversary, and we're about to enter the last quarter of the year. So I am getting a little worried, but hopefully it still comes. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Arrow finally releasing the TMNT 90, and it's not just 90; it's the whole trilogy. They decided to drop a box set, and there's a couple of different variants of that. So I personally am very stoked to talk about that. So tune in tomorrow. And slowly but surely, here in the next couple of days, I'm going to have our next commentary posted, which is The Crow, Wicked Prayer, starring our Lord and Savior, Eddie Furlong.
Yes.
And you got to thank you for bearing with me on that. I had a new kid, so it's just everything's a little slower. But so that's going to go up in the next couple of days. And then Friday, if anybody had any ambitions of becoming a member and supporting us for just a couple of dollars a month, we treat you guys extra nice and give you extra content once a month, including is a members only commentary. And this month we are doing Cabin Fever. This week.
Yep.
That's this Friday. So that'll be streaming live for members.
And we'll have a pre-show before that for half an hour. Then we're going into the commentary. So
yeah, we'll be going live for everybody hanging out for a bit. And then we'll be doing the members only stream, and then that will go up for members as well in a nice, tidy, edited package. But anyway, that's all we got. We'll catch you guys later.
See you later.
Adios. Bye.
Big thanks to our awesome members for keeping Revival House alive, and to all the subscribers hanging out with us. You're the best. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got thousands of hours of content and cover a wide variety of horror films, so there's always something new and creepy coming your way. We'll catch you next time for more spooky fun. Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, and you'll never die, but you must feed.